deals. And Bonds hits one high. It's a deep. It is out of here. 7:56. Bonds stands alone.
Now Booker with Tucker on him. Throws it up for 8. Shot blocked by Antetokounmpo. What a block from Giannis.
17 seconds from Game 7 or from championship number 6. Jordan open. Chicago with the lead.
Minute remaining. And they're putting Curry in the pick and roll, trying to get him on Irving. Irving and Curry, one-on-one. Irving puts it up. It's good. Kyrie Irving from downtown.
We're sending it in, Jerome. That's for damn sure.
Yes. What is up, everybody? Welcome to Taproom Sports Podcast. I'm your host, Jordan. Stacks on Stacks, lads. Joined, as always, with my guys. We got Swerve and Irvin, Washington, and Mr. Big Ballin' Ben Larson. We are live, direct, talking some Major League Baseball. We are being brought to you by the Sharps app, SHARPZ. Download it to your mobile device. Use promo code JORD517. It's free to use, free to track. Become a better. Track your bets. Sharps app. That being said, how we doing, fellas?
Doing great. Can't complain.
Still recouping, man. Still recouping.
You and me both, bro. Slept all day yesterday, I feel like.
Sounds good to me.
I woke up at 5 a.m. this morning and started watching Tournament of Champions on Food Network. You ever seen that?
What, the Chopped?
Nah, it's called Tournament of Champions. It's basically like all the winners of like all the Food Network shows, and they compete in like one big ass tournament, March Madness style.
What's the grand prize? 100,000, 150,000?
I think it's 250.
Damn.
I don't even remember, but I know it's pretty big.
Okay.
Yeah, it's pretty interesting. It's not bad. But I started watching that for like fucking 2 hours, dude. Shit was interesting.
Yeah, it's good. It's a good series though.
Yeah, it's very good. Crazy day of baseball. Obviously, we didn't have a Sunday show. So before we get started on tomorrow's games, kind of just want to like recap what's been going on in Major League Baseball. Because we've had some teams kind of come back down to earth a little bit. The Brewers have lost 3 straight. The Yankees have lost, I think, 3 straight as well. But we're seeing some teams kind of like regress back to the mean a little bit. The Brewers were like hottest offense in baseball in the last couple of games. They've only mustered like 2 to 3 runs a game, so kind of seeing them fall back down to earth a little bit. But and Diamondbacks just tied this game against the Cubs 11-11 in the 9th inning. This shit,
shit's nuts.
This shit's bonkers.
Starting Marte.
Ketel,
2 out.
that's Ketel Marte. Wrong Marte.
I mean, Ketel Marte. My bad. I don't know why I was get their asses mixed up.
The Astros still suck. They still can't fucking win a ball game.
The White Sox just still suck.
I mean, the White Sox and the Marlins are probably going to be the 2 worst teams in the league.
I think Colorado's right there too.
Yeah, Colorado's up there as well. Those are definitely. It's funny because the Royals have 11 wins and 5 of their wins are against the White Sox. So it's like how good are the Royals really?
It might not be that good.
Yeah, we don't really know yet. All 11 of their wins are one. They only have 1 win against a team over 500, and that's the Orioles. The rest of their wins are all against teams below 500 right now.
Who is that?
The Royals.
Like what teams is that?
They took 1 against the Twins. They won 1 against the Mets, 1 against the Orioles, 5 against the White Sox, and then they won 3 against the Astros.
Okay.
I knew that off the top of my head too. It's pretty crazy.
Damn.
Because I was looking at it today because I was like, they have the number 1 starter ERA in baseball, and I'm like digging through it, and I'm like, man, these motherfuckers, they haven't played anybody really.
Yeah.
So how good are they? We won't know for a while. They're definitely gonna regress. But what are some of your guys' thoughts on the season thus far?
I think biggest thing is a lot of injuries, a lot of pitching injuries. We've seen probably at least a half a dozen like number one, number two starters going down
Yep.
with elbow injuries, if not, going straight to TJ, going, out for multiple weeks with soreness. That's big. I mean, even just today we lose Ozzy Albies with a fractured toe. We lose Yelich for a strained back going to the IL. So it's like just a lot of injuries so far this year. And I mean the pitching, I think we know kind of where that's coming from. I think we have three major causes for that. But just some Brian Hayes scratch today too.
Yep.
Just a lot of small things that are coming up earlier, it seems, than normal years.
Tyler Wells hit the DL today with elbow inflammation in his right elbow. But on the flip side, Kyle Bradish did throw 3 innings through 3 innings in rehab today, so he could be making his way back. We'll see what happens with that. But yeah, I mean, you're right, Ben. Like, we are seeing a ton of fucking injuries, man, and it's unfortunate, but it's kind of the state of baseball, unfortunately. Yeah. So it's almost like survival of the fittest. Look, for a moment that also Kikuchi got hurt today. They had the trainers come out like twice, but he ended up getting through the inning and then moving on. So we'll see what happens with that. What about you, or what's some thoughts on the early season so far?
Yeah, it's been pretty unpredictable. I didn't see the fucking Houston being this damn bad, but
yeah,
that starting pitching is not the same, and that bullpen, losing those bullpen arms really hurt them.
They're 27th in bullpen ERA right now.
Damn. So, the Mariners have shown some life.
Yeah.
I'm still concerned about that hitting. Dodgers bullpen is terrible, but that's that injury is playing a part in that. Padres looking better because they started off good, but then they started looking like frauds. But now they playing some decent ball. The Giants got to start hitting because I don't know what's up with that lineup. They got the pitching, it's just the lineup is just too damn inconsistent. The injuries are really starting to show though, man. The Rays, I think they'll be a damn good team this year if they had their starters. Even with that offense being inconsistent, they just got to score. If they had their starter, they're probably going to be average like 3 or 4 runs. Yep. And they'll be damn good. Athletics have surprised me. They're looking a lot more competitive, a lot better than what people thought. We don't know on the Royals because, like you said, almost all their wins against teams that are just terrible.
Yep.
Orioles looking good, but the pitching still concerns me a little bit because if you keep having to run through your bullpen like that, come playoff time, the end of the year, they're gonna be worn out. The Pirates, they got the pitching, but that lineup outside of O'Neal Cruz, keep Brian Hayes, and what's the name when he's actually hitting is looking terrible. But for the most part, all those pitching injuries are going to affect us this year because it's just a lot of pitching injuries, man.
Yeah, there is, and
it's not just regular pitchers. You got certified stars out.
Yeah, and I mean, the one part about the Orioles that concerns me is their starting rotation is just fucking. Outside of Grayson Rodriguez and Corbin Burns, it's really like a lot of question marks, and you don't really know what you're gonna get. And like now they're like trying to piece it together. Like we don't even have a starter tomorrow because it's supposed to be Tyler Wells, and he was added to the IL today, so we don't even know who's gonna be starting for them tomorrow. But then on the flip side, it's like, okay, if you do need to add starting pitching, it's like there's so many teams and a lot of the contenders need starting pitching. It's like there's not gonna really be much available as far as starting pitching. So a lot of these teams are really going to have to just I think we're gonna see a lot of bullpen games once we get to like July, August, dude. We're gonna see a lot of them.
That's gonna be a lot. That means that's gonna be a lot of overs.
Yep.
Yeah, I think something that you guys do have going for you in Baltimore is that the bats are hot and they continue to stay hot. Or at least they're scoring runs and they're crossing the plate, and that's really the big thing of if you have to go into bullpen games, you have to rely on your bats, and they're hitting now.
I think that Orioles lineup is turning into like what the Braves was last year, where there's just like no break in the lineup, dude. Like it's 1 to 9, you like those dudes can all fucking challenge you, and that's what it's looking like. And they're definitely gonna need that offense to carry them. It's, if they're piecing the rotation together and stuff. Yep. So we'll see what happens with that. Yeah, man. I think there's a lot more parity this year, dude. Like even the Braves and Dodgers, like they're not as good as we thought they were gonna be. They both have some weaknesses, and so I don't think it's like a guarantee that either of those teams are gonna win. I think it's pretty wide open, and I think we're seeing it day in and day out. Like we're seeing a lot of competitive games and a lot of outside of the White Sox, the Marlins and the Rockies. I think everybody's like, I wouldn't say like as good as one another, but like we're getting competitive games like every night outside of those three.
Yeah, but the Dodgers got a bunch of pitching injuries, and the Braves, Strider just went out, but we all thought he's a good pitcher, but he's not the media darling that he's not the elite. Elite of the elite that the media makes him out to be.
But they still have holes. Like their starting rotation isn't good. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that too. But their bullpen is not that great either.
And on the flip side, like the Dodgers starting rotation isn't that good either. Aside from Tyler Glass now, I mean their rotation's pretty shit.
Yeah, and Bobby Miller just went on the IL. Yeah. Piecing a lot together right now.
But I mean, even when Bobby Miller wasn't on the IL, he like good one start. And then he kind of like faltered a little bit, and he's young, so I mean that's to be given. Like he's got to go through the ups and downs of the rigors of baseball. But like the Dodgers have their weaknesses. The back of the lineup sucks. The starting rotation isn't that great. The Braves have their weaknesses. Their starting rotation isn't that good. Their middle relief is decent, but I mean their bullpen is nowhere near as good as it was the last few years. The Braves, that is, right now.
And losing Albies today is a big hit to that offense.
Yeah, that's a huge loss, and
that's a huge loss.
The Phillies,
a serious injury or is this
broken toe, right?
Fractured big toe.
Damn, he might about be out for a couple months then.
Yeah, it's at least like 1.5 to 2 months for sure.
Yeah.
I think it depends on what foot it's on. And how bad it is.
Why does it depend on what foot it's on?
Because if it's his front foot versus his back foot, where he's
putting all the torque in.
Yeah. So they put him on the 10-day IL.
I mean, 10 days could last fucking 2 months.
Or he could do what Ronnie Lott did.
What? Cut it off.
Cut it off and keep playing.
I don't think he's gonna do that.
I know he ain't gonna do that shit.
Yeah, and it looks like they're bringing in fucking Gurriel in to replace him. Yikes!
No, they brought up
Arrighetti.
No, that's they brought up what's his name? The dude that used to play Guillermo. He used to play for the Mets last year.
Luis Guillermo.
Yeah.
Because they traded the other dude. Grissom was like the utility guy, but they traded him.
He was down in AAA last year. Yeah, I don't even think he's played yet for the Red Sox this year. He might be hurt.
Oh damn!
Or he's down in AAA.
He would have been a replacement because he could play outfield and
he could play like
outfield, second base, third base. I don't know about shortstop, but.
All right, let's look at some matchups tomorrow. So we'll start it off with the the Yanks and Jays. Yankees have lost 2 in a row to the Blue Jays. Currently, the Yankees are minus $1.16. They're going to be throwing Marcus Stroman. He'll be opposing Kevin Gausman. The Blue Jays are minus $1.02. Total is 8.5. What do you guys think about this one?
4 to 6 weeks.
Well, it could be a good bounce back spot for the Yankees, honestly. Gaussman's ERA is 11.5, and he's 0-2. His last start, he gave up.
Last start, he got shelled.
Yeah, he got shelled
4 earned runs in 5 innings
against the
against
6.
Miami.
Damn, 6 earned. Well, I'm seeing 6 earned against the Colorado.
Oh, sorry, that was Stroman. Stroman. Yep, you're right. You're right. Colorado 3 2/3.
And then before that, it was 5 to the same New York Yankees. And
Yeah.
9-8. And its first start, he went 4 innings and gave up 1 run, and they won 9-2. Could this be a bounce back start for both pitchers? Maybe. I'm leaning towards no, because Stroman always starts off slow.
No, Stroman always starts off good.
He always starts off good, but he hasn't started off good. Besides that, 6 innings. He pitched 6 strong innings against Toronto on April the 5th. I don't know. He might have to look at the over for this game, honestly, because either both pitchers are going to have a great start and give up 1 or 2 runs, or they're going to give up crooked numbers ASAP.
Yeah, I'm kind of thinking it's going to be a low scoring game for Toronto. I mean, yes, they saw him last week, but I mean, 6 strikeouts.
Yeah, he pitched good versus them.
No earned runs, 6 innings, a .67 whip
Yeah, you might have to lean it.
in an 0-3 game.
I mean, that was like really his only true good start. He gave up.
I mean, against Houston as well.
I mean, Houston, he gave up 4 hits,
Miami.
2 walks. He had a 4.34 xFIP in that game. That's the thing is Marcus Stroman is like, dude, he's not that good. He's not a 2 ERA pitcher, I'll tell you that much. He's a 3.77 Sierra, 3.56 xFIP. He's let me see. His BABIP's super low right now, 233. Left on base percentage of 68.2%. It's just his numbers aren't sustainable. I mean, he struck out 12.6 K per 9 against the Marlins, but he got hit hard every time there was contact on the bat. And that's kind of how Marcus Stroman is. It's similar to Rodon's numbers coming into today, where Rodon is got a high whip, hella high walk percentage, super high hard hit rate, but he was leaving so many runners stranded that his ERA was low. It was like 2.2. Like, it's not sustainable. And I don't think Marcus Stroman's numbers are sustainable. However, I think the one thing, obviously, Gausman's not going to pitch his bat all year. He's going to regress to the mean at some point. He's not a 12 ERA pitcher.
Yeah.
But I think the thing that hurts the Blue Jays is, A, their bullpen sucks. They have, like, one of the worst bullpens. They have, like, over a 5 ERA in their bullpen. And second, they've used their high leverage guys the last 2 days. So they're definitely not pitching tomorrow. Jordan Romero may pitch tomorrow, but Jordan Romero just got off the IL today. Today was his first day back, and he closed the game. And he still gave up a fucking run.
Yeah, he only pitched 11.
But I don't know if they're gonna throw him out there 2 days in a row off the IL.
Yeah.
I think this might be a batting practice game for both teams.
But, I mean, you look at Gausman's numbers, like, yeah, he has a high ERA, 11.57, but he has a 4.19 xFIP. So, obviously, there's some regression coming. A 3.93 Sierra. So, and a big part of it is because his balls in play, or he's given up 406. So, a lot of it is a lot of bad luck.
Mm-hmm.
It's not a ton of hard hit. You know, he has a lower hard hit rate than Stroman. So I don't know. I would stay away. I would
Yeah, I
play.
probably would still wait.
I'd probably play the. It's tough to play the. I might play first 5 under.
I like the first 5 under. I think, and especially if you're right with the bullpens being somewhat taxed over the last 2 days.
Well, the Blue Jays for sure. The Yankees were coming off they had a double header on like Saturday or Sunday, one of those days. So like they had a taxed bullpen the last 2 days, which is why I think the Blue Jays were they were good to play the last 2 days. Like I played them today because Kikuchi's been nails against the Yankees the last 2 years, and they had a fresher bullpen. But I mean, in this spot, to me, it would be either play Yankees or kind of stay away. I don't trust backing Stroman as a favorite on the road though. Like I'm not gonna do that. Plus, I do think that Gaussman is gonna I think there's like regression to the mean coming for Gaussman. Like it wouldn't shock me if Gaussman goes out there and throws 7 scoreless tomorrow, dude. And to be honest, the Yankees, dude, their offense is not that good. If you like put it into context, like dude, they have like their ISO 150. Well, against righties, they're doing pretty well. 157 ISO, 118 WRC plus. They're only hitting 243 against righties, slugging 401, 19.5 K percentage. Yeah, I mean, fuck, dude. It's either Yankees or nothing for me, and then probably play first 5 under. But I don't love anything in this game, dude. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. It's just a lot of unknown. Dude. This Yankees, dude. Aaron Judge is playing like shit. Bro's hitting like 180, dude.
Judge is playing like shit, but then you got the flip side, and Gausman's been pitching like shit. Like, who's going to flip the switch?
I mean, dude, I promise you, Gaussman ain't gonna fucking pitch this bat all year, and on the flip side, Judge isn't gonna hit that bat all year.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but it's who flips it.
But I do think the Yankees were due for some regression. Like that team is not 10-2 good, dude.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. Like that's a 500 ball club.
Ooh, don't tell AK that.
That's a 500 ball club, man. They might finish second in the AL East just because it's a down year for the division. But they'd be lucky to win that division, man. There's no fucking way, dude. Ever since AK called Volpe a superstar, I think the dude hasn't got a hit.
AK is a Yankee fan. Let's just leave it at that. You know, they love to see the light at the end of the tunnel when it comes to their players.
Oh yeah. But it was we gotta track it, but I'm pretty sure like that dude has like 0 to 1 hit since he said that. All right, let's move on to the A's and Cardinals. This is a day game, a 12:30 first pitch here on the West Coast. We have Paul Blackburn. He'll be opposed by Steven Matz. Currently, the Cardinals are laying $1.42. A's on the other side plus $1.20. The total 7.5. Juice to the over. What do you guys think about this one here?
Well, Blackburn hasn't gave up a run, right?
Yeah, I mean, he might be the best pitcher in all of baseball, to be honest.
As we speak. And the Cardinals aren't that great at hitting.
Where are you seeing 7.5, Jordan?
FanDuel.
Okay.
Well, it's juice to the over, so there's probably 8s out there as well.
I see ESPN bet is 8.5.
Oof, that's way off market.
Yeah. 8.5 under minus 130 over plus 110.
Yeah, I would honestly go with that under because, or it's either the under for me or you take the Oakland Athletics because they hit lefties. Matz has had a hot start. He's 1-0 with a 1.80 ERA, but he has 8 Ks and 3 walks. So that means it's not a lot of swing and miss. It's more like weak contact.
I will say this about the A's though and left-handed pitching is that their two best right-handed hitters that hit lefties well, Brent Rooker and JD Davis, are both on the IL right now.
Dang. Damn, I think this might be a pitching duel.
Yeah, I'm thinking first 5 under.
Damn, Paul Blackburn, 19 innings, no runs, a 0.72 whip, 11 Ks, three walks.
I mean, obviously there's going to be some regression there, but
Agreed.
eventually, he's not going to go like
It's not going to go
he's a
all year
good
with point.
pitcher, but
Yeah.
I mean, we're going to even him out around what, 3?
Yeah, he's probably somewhere around there. I mean, remember, what was it, 2 years ago when he made the All-Star team? First half of the year, he had like a 1.9 ERA the first half of the year.
Yeah.
And then he got hurt, and he was like never the same.
Shit, somebody need to trade for him.
But St. Louis against right-handed pitching, they're not too hot. 87 WRC plus, 140 ISO. So I mean, they're not like crushing righties by any stretch of the imagination.
Yeah, I'm looking at an under for this game. I think it's gonna be more like the game today. 3-2 type game, 3-1, maybe 2-0, 2-1 type game.
And then also the Cardinals used their 3 best relievers the last two nights, so they're definitely not pitching tomorrow. They're down. And the A's still have Mason Miller available in the bullpen. Likely won't see Danny Jimenez, but Lucas Erceg is available as well. So, I mean, they got... And, I mean, on top of that, the A's have the 5th best bullpen ERA in all of baseball right now. So, they got some guys down there that are pitching very well.
So do we take A's money line plus 135?
I think it's pretty good value. And Steven Matz, he like doesn't go deep at all, dude. He's only gone past the 5th inning one time, and he went 5 1/3.
Yeah,
so he hasn't even gotten out the 6th inning.
I like Oakland.
It'll be interesting to see what the first 5 numbers look like as well, because the A's have the better pitcher, but they're plus 135.
So say they might be the favorite on first 5.
First 5, yeah.
But on the flip side, man, Paul Blackburn is due for some regression. He has a 4.12 Sierra, dude.
But are the Cardinals a team that can make him due for that regression because they're not hitting righties well?
They're not. For
they're
sure.
Hitting righties a hell of a lot better than they're hitting lefties, but I know that's still not much.
Yeah. Cardinals
45 points higher. That's significant.
It's crazy because they're not really putting up a ton of runs, dude. I mean, they scored 2 runs on sac flies today, and they only put up 3 total.
They've only put up 54 runs so far this year. Sorry, 64 runs.
We might want to play the over in this game.
Mm-hmm.
Over?
Uh-huh. Yeah. Well, because think about it like this. He's not going to go deep in the game. Right? So, and the Cardinals' 3 best relievers are not pitching tomorrow, dude. They pitched 2 days in a row. So you're not going to see them tomorrow. So they're going to be throwing some junk out there.
You're going to be asking them to put up like 5 runs in the second half of the game.
Yeah, I mean, they could do it. Against some weak relievers?
I mean, A's have scored a whole 50 runs all year. And
it's a day game,
St.
too,
Louis
so the ball's going to fly more.
67.
The ball's going to fly more out there.
Neither of these teams put up a lot of runs.
Nah, they don't. But I'm telling you, man, Blackburn is due to get shelled. Like, he's due to give up runs. And on the flip side, Matz is due to give up runs, too. Both these pitchers have regression, like, hella regression coming.
Damn, I had to go with Jordan on this one.
And I think that total at 7.5 or 8, I think that's pretty low. and you're going to get market overreaction because they've gone under the last 2 games. So I wouldn't be shocked if this game closes at 7.5.
St. Louis over under. Over is hit 5 times, under his hit 10 and pushed 2. Oakland 7 overs, 9 unders, and pushed 1. At
Yep.
home, 6 and 5 on the overs. St. Louis 3, 6 and 2 on the unders. Away.
Yeah, but you also got to consider Cardinals. All their away games have been in hitter-friendly ballparks. I mean, pitcher-friendly ballparks. Petco, Dodger Stadium, Oakland Coliseum. But Oakland Coliseum does play more to the overs in day games. What was the final score on Sunday?
3-1.
The A's and Nationals?
Oh, sorry, that was Oakland. April 14th, 7-6.
Over. What was the final score on Saturday?
1-3.
That was a night game. But the ball carries during the day. And you're talking about their 3 top relievers, the Cardinals, not being available. Kittredge, JoJo Romero, Ryan Helsley, not available tomorrow at all. You're going to have Andre Polente, Ryan Fernandez. Ryan Fernandez threw 43 pitches on Sunday. And you're going to have Giovanni Gallegos, who's a turkey tosser, available.
Yeah, I'm going to go Oakland money line here at plus 135.
I'm going to go over 7.5. 8.
If you get lucky to find it.
I'll take over 8 too. I won't play it over 8.5 though. That's where I draw the fucking line. But also, A's money line is probably a very safe bet. All right, let's talk about this next game we got. Is the Angels versus the Rays. Talk about 2 teams with fucking bullpens that are in shambles right now. These 2, as they had a 13-inning game today. Rays ended up winning 7-6. We got Zach Littell on the mound against Reed Detmers. Right now, Tampa Bay basically minus $1.30, $1.32 on the money line. And the Angels plus $1.12 coming back. The total here, I'm seeing at FanDuel, they got is 8. Juice to the under. Why is it juice to the under?
Because Detmers has an ERA of 1.04 and Littell has an ERA of 1.17.
Yeah, but both bullpens are like taxed.
So they probably give both starters a longer leash. Probably want to go 6 or 7.
Yeah, there's also a good chance that you let them get shelled. If you want them to go, rather than pulling them like 5 1/3 at the first sign
I
of
see
trouble.
it as a pick 'em at over under an 8, minus 110 each. On one more bet.
Andrew Abbott on the mound tomorrow for the Cincinnati.
I do not think Zach Littell is that good.
But the Angels aren't that great of a hitting team outside of Trout.
Well, against lefties, they're the best hitting team against lefties. Against righties, 102 WRC plus, 143 ISO. I mean, they're not terrible. They're better, top half of the league against righties. Biggest thing about them is their bullpen is fucking trash. It's a 4.99 ERA at the 4.58 xFIP. So their bullpen ain't getting nobody out. Very rarely. But, I mean, the Rays have the worst bullpen in baseball right now, shockingly.
Man, so if these two don't go, or at least 6 or 7 innings, that under might be too low.
That's what I'm saying, dude. Like, look how many guys they've used the last 2 days. And then on top of today, so let me pull up the box score for today just so I can get it right.
Yeah, Mookie went 5 for 5 today. Sheesh.
All right, so the Angels have
Did you say
used.
Mookie went 5 for 5?
Mm-hmm.
We're talking about the other LA team. What you talking about?
Oh, well, I forgot. We talking about the Orange County Angels. My bad.
So Hunter Strickland threw 16 pitches a day. He'll be available tomorrow because he hadn't pitched like in 3 days before that. Matt Moore has pitched 2 days in a row. He's unavailable tomorrow. Estevez pitched 2 days in a row, unavailable tomorrow. He's one of their top relievers too. Cisnero, that dude sucks.
I think I'm going over, brother.
And then Fulmer. I mean, I would be shocked if he pitched tomorrow. He pitched 63 pitches on Saturday, and then he threw almost 30 today. I'd be shocked if he goes tomorrow. So you basically got Jose Suarez available. You got Jose Cisnero, maybe, but he sucks. He has like a 7 ERA. And then you got Adam Simber available. And you don't even have Luis. Well, you might have Luis Garcia. He threw 7 on Monday and 8 today.
Yeah, he's probably gone. Or at least he's available.
And he has a 7.2 ERA, so it's not like he's good. And then on the flip side, for the Tampa Bay Rays, you had Davinsky pitch today. Hold on, my thing is loading. Come on. God damn it. Alright. Oh my goodness. All right, so you had Davinsky pitch today. He threw 51 pitches on Saturday. He threw 12 today. He might be available. Sean Armstrong, he'll be available. Sean Armstrong has a 4.82 ERA. Colin Posh, he'll be available. He's a lefty, turkey tosser, 5.68 ERA. Pete Fairbanks, he's their best pitcher, reliever. He's available.
They killing plays on Twitter.
Phil Maton, he threw 35 on Monday and he threw another 9 today. He's unavailable tomorrow.
Yeah, he's got a fucking talk about turkey tosser.
And then Clevenger, he's probably available. He threw 26 pitches today though.
Yeah.
So he might be available tomorrow.
Yeah.
So you got
Clay Thompson light skin.
and Jason Adam, he pitched Monday and Tuesday, so he's probably not available. And then Jason Adam is like he's their best reliever, unavailable tomorrow. I'd be shocked if he pitched.
Yeah, then you're probably looking at over.
Yeah. Agreed. And it's only 8, dude. And both starters, I mean, they're both good starters, dude.
Yeah, but they don't go deep in the games, though.
Yeah.
They don't go deep into games, and they're pitching a hell of a lot better than they've previously pitched.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
Zach Littell definitely fucking doo-doo for regression.
Same with Reed Detmers.
I like Reed Detmers, though. But yeah, Reed Detmers, he just goes in waves, dude. He has like 3 games where he's hella good and 3 games where he sucks. And
can't consistently pitch well.
Yeah. So I definitely I like the over here, over 8. I would
You
even
could
play
probably
it.
look at first 5 too. It's probably going to be low.
Yeah, first 5 is probably 4. But I would like
You
to
could
get
probably
into
get it
the.
juice too.
I'd like to get into the bullpen though. But I agree with that. And I'd probably lean the Rays too. Money line. But I'm not really, running out to the window to fucking lay $1.32 on fucking Zach Littell.
Yeah, no, I would not.
So for me, it's over 8. My favorite play here. I like it. I like it. I'll probably rest Mike Trout tomorrow too.
That
Think
hurts
so?
us.
No, they won't because they play Thursday. If anything, he'll rest Thursday. I'm pretty sure he's played like every game so far.
Yeah.
But damn, dude, they don't have a day off this week, man. That bullpen's gonna be fucking super taxed going into this weekend series against the Reds. Same with the Rays, man. They got the Yankees this weekend. Whew. All right, let's get some best bets, fellas.
Here we go.
What do you guys like?
From the games we talked about, give me that Rays and Tampa Bay. I mean, what the hell? Rays and Tampa Bay. Angels in Tampa Bay, I'm going to do the over. Looking more like I'm going to take the over, too, for the Cardinals and Athletics.
All right. Ben?
All right, I like, from the games we talked about, we go A's money line plus 135. We'll go Tampa Bay, LA over 8. And I am going to go with a game outside. We'll go Phillies minus a half a run against the Rockies. That's not great value. Then I go minus 1.5 for the full game. One thing that the Rockies suck more at, and that's hitting against left-handed pitchers.
And on the road.
Yeah. So I think that's
You just gotta hope
value
those.
pick there.
You just gotta hope those Phillies bats have woken up because they haven't been hitting for shit lately. They scored 5 today, but before that, they've been really struggling.
Phillies minus 1.5 is sitting at plus 105.
Nice. I'm gonna go. Angels Rays over 8, and then I'm also gonna go St. Louis Oakland over 7.5. And then I also like that Jays Yankees first 5 under if it's 4 or more.
Off topic question, you bet your Miami Heat tomorrow?
Probably not.
Okay.
I mean, I've won the last 2 times I bet on them.
Yeah.
But no, I probably won't because I don't know. It's in Philly, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't want no part of that. It's Philly or nothing for me. And I don't think Terry Rozier's playing either.
Okay.
Which could be a
Philadelphia is minus 5.5, 6. Depending on the book.
It was 4.5 earlier today. I would have liked that. I would have liked to have that better. Honestly, I probably won't play anything in that game.
Over under is 208.
I was happy catching the Kings first half today in the full game.
Yeah, it was plus 3.
Yeah, that was enough NBA
Nice
for
win.
me for the week, probably. What's the other playing game tomorrow? It's Hawks and Bulls.
Hawks and Bulls.
Yeah, I like the Bulls in that one. I think the Bulls
Yeah,
win.
it's Bulls are minus 3. Over under is 221. Bulls on the money line is minus 150.
Yeah, I might play the Bulls tomorrow. I like the Bulls.
Because the Hawks play no defense.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I might play the Sixers too because, bro, the Heat aren't as good this year as last year, bro. And that shit was a fluke last year. And Embiid's back. Like, the Sixers would be a top 3 seed if Embiid was healthy all year.
Uh-huh. Well, you got Seth Lundy, a big O out, Jalen Johnson out, Sadiq Bey out for the season. And then for the Bulls, you got Ayo out, well, Ayo game time decision, Drummond a game time decision, and whoever the hell Julian Phillips is, he's out too. Damn, the Hawks just lost 157 to 115.
Yeah, and Trae Young's back, so that means they're worse at defense.
Damn.
Sorry ass motherfuckers. Anyways, thank you everybody for joining us. We'll be back tomorrow. I mean, not tomorrow. We'll be back on Sunday. We'll be breaking down the week that was the play-in tournament finale, all that good stuff, and looking forward to the rest of the playoffs. Hockey playoffs start on Saturday as well, so we'll be talking some hockey postseason action as well. So you definitely want to tune into that. Make sure to download the Sharps app, SHARPZ. Jord517 is the promo code. It's free to download, free to use. Track your bets. Become a better. Sharps app. Follow us on Instagram at Taproom Sports Podcast. Follow us on Twitter at Taproom_sports. Follow Irv on Twitter at SwerveandIrvingTSP. Follow myself at Jordan Rules TSP. Catch y'all later. Have a blessed Wednesday. Enjoy the rest of the week. We out. Peace.